Out of focus at this hour, US President Donald Trump struck a positive note on ending Russia-Ukraine war, renewing push for a peace deal. His statements come as European leaders remain divided over engagement with Russia. Trump said he believes a settlement between Russia and Ukraine is still possible, reiterating that European countries should take a greater share of the financial burden for military support to Kyiv.
We're trying to get that war ended, Ukraine and Russia. I'd like to see it end. A lot of people. Last week it was reported 34,000 people died. Soldiers, mostly soldiers. I've ended 8 wars. I'm very proud of it. But this was the one I thought might be the easiest of all, and it's turned out to be a little more difficult. But we're going to get it done.
Meanwhile, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov suggested there could be a possible shift in the United States' approach to a Ukraine settlement, while reiterating that Moscow sees no serious signs of negotiations from the West.
There is an impression that there could again be a change in the US approach, as happened after the meeting in Anchorage, where understandings were reached. Now everyone is talking about some spirit, saying that the spirit has disappeared. But the spirit has nothing to do with those understandings. The understandings were clear, and they were reached on the basis of President Putin's agreement with proposals put forward by the American side.
Within Europe, leaders remain divided over whether to open or formalize any communication channel with Moscow. EU officials insist any future negotiations must involve Ukraine directly, while stressing that there is still no clear timeline for the talks.
What is clear also is, unfortunately, that we don't have credible signs from Russia that Russia wants to engage in serious negotiations for the time being. What I'm doing through my office is to establish a diplomatic channel, because we cannot depend only on others to interpret Russian messages, and we must be able to convey directly to Russia our own messages.
On the battleground, a Russian aerial strike has killed 1 person and wounded 9 others in Kharkiv. Local officials say a guided bomb hit a residential area, leaving victims trapped under the rubble. Now, in southern Ukraine, drone attacks in Kherson also left several civilians injured. The latest strikes come as Moscow claims its forces shot down more than 180 Ukrainian drones overnight. And this is just days after Kyiv launched its biggest drone assault on Moscow, damaging an oil refinery and forcing evacuations. Poland has revoked Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy's highest state honor after Kyiv renamed a unit in tribute to the Ukrainian insurgent army and blamed for massacres of Poles in World War II. Well, Poland's move risks sparking a diplomatic clash just days before a Ukraine reconstruction conference in the country, and Ukraine's foreign minister Andriy Sybiha called the decision a strategic error that only benefits Moscow.
I have decided to revoke the Order of the White Eagle from the President of Ukraine. At this point, I would like to emphasize, this decision is not directed against the Ukrainian people. It does not signify a change in the strategic direction of Polish security policy.